Hello, I am Eddy.
Hey, I'm Daniel.
Hello, I'm Timothy. Hello, I'm Edward.
And I'm Andrew Salazar, and today we'll be reviewing The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian.
The book is written by Sherman Alexie, and the art is by Alan Forney. This book was published on September 12, 2007. The book centers around Spokane Indian Arnold Jr., who has a variety of medical issues and is bullied because of this. Against his fellow Indians' wishes, he goes to an all-white school to better his life, and we get to experience the biggest adventure of his life while he makes new friends and learns things about himself that he never knew before.
The book takes place on a Spokane reservation in Washington in the early to mid-1900s. On the reservation, he is faced with bullying and rejection by his fellow Indians. The reservation itself is a poor and hostile environment, especially after he chooses to follow his dreams. It also takes place in a white high school called Reardon High School. The high school is located in a small town, and the high school is a very strange place and is full of different experiences.
The author, Sherman Alexie, uses various imagery and language in order to portray Junior and his adventures in the story. The story is told through Junior's point of view, who takes a very comedic and realistic approach towards his struggles. His reactions will leave you laughing for days, and he manages to make you feel true sadness and joy at the same time. The imagery manages to make the reader feel like he is Junior and is living his life. The language captures the audience's attention with clever comebacks and comments to the events that occur during the story.
Another important part about the book is that, Junior, he always manages to draw these comics about his, the daily events in his life. And, they're not just normal comics like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They're comics that have meaning to them. They actually give insight. They actually have, like symbolism and important, aspects of, how Junior sees his life. And his comics also tell us what he doesn't usually say, or what he writes down in his diary. The comics show us how they give us a point of view to how Junior sees his life on the res. They're not only they're very, very funny, but they're packed with meaning. And it just gives us really good insight to how Junior sees his daily world. And, his life can be very, depressing and sad at times, living on the res. In the 1900s, he's constantly, made fun of for, wanting a better life. So, drawing is his way of kind of, escaping the world and making him be who he is. So the drawings are an extremely important part of the book, and I think any reader will find great pleasure in looking at such fun little drawings.
Throughout the story, you meet various characters that each have a unique personality, and you'll have a different feel towards each of them. On the res, they're not just Spokane Indians. Each of them are very different. Junior goes to Reardon High School. You meet even more unique characters, and it gives you a view that white people can be worse than Spokane Indians. And you can make connections towards these two races. And within each race gives you a different feel towards each other. Now, the characters impact each other, and they impact themselves, and they can impact the reader. As you continue on throughout the story, you'll learn new experiences with the characters as they learn as well. Now, Junior may be the main character, but he's definitely not the main focus. There are other characters that can be greater than Junior, because they are not just side characters. There are more. Once you read the story, you will find out.
I like how the book was put together and how it flowed.
Okay. Well, my opinion on the book was that it kept you motivated to read, unlike any other books.
The book is also very funny if you're the appropriate age to read it, and it's really an enjoyable book, and it makes you coming back more.
I very much recommend this book to any teenager, and you guys should definitely check it out.
The five of us decided to give this book a 5 out of 5-star rating, and we recommend that all people go out and buy it because it's such a great book and it'll change your life forever.
You'll learn a lesson.
Thank you for watching this book review. This has been a Hacks production, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Buy the book.